the Big 12 has announced like the women's basketball preseason awards. The preseason player of the year is Ashley Jones from Iowa State, who is a senior, coming back for her fifth year, by the way. And Ashley Jones is a 6'1" guard slash forward. The preseason newcomer year is Asia Blackwell from Baylor. And Asia Blackwell is a 5'11" guard that's a senior. Obviously, the preseason freshman of the year is Dariana Little Page Buggs, who is a 6'1" guard slash forward, as you would assume, a freshman. Now, all preseason All Big 12 team goes as far as Sarah Andrews from Baylor, Asia Blackwell from Baylor, Lexi Narski from Iowa State, Ashley Jones from Iowa State, Emily Ryan from Iowa State, Holly Kessinger from Kansas, Serena Sundell from Kansas State, Taylor Robertson from Oklahoma, Maddie Williams from Oklahoma, Lori Harmon from Texas, Aaliyah Moore from Texas. Now, I'm going to go over those players before going to honorable mentions. Sarah Andrews is a 5'11", 5'6" guard. That's a junior. I already did Asia Blackwell, so I don't have to read it or write that. Lexi Donarski is a 6-foot guard. That's a junior.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
No. Okay, that was awkward. I didn't even say that device's name and it just did it. So I apologize for that. I already went over Ashley Jones. So Emily Ryan is a 5'11" guard. That's a junior. So yeah. Holly Kessinger is a pretty sure, yeah, 5'11" guard. That's a senior. Now Serena Sundell, she's a sophomore now, but she's like a 6-foot guard, 6'1" guard. And keep in mind, Ayoka Lee would have been on this list for Kansas State if it wasn't out for the year. Keep that in mind. Now Taylor Robertson, she is a nuisance to defend, but she's a great player though. I mean, based on her records, 5'11" guard, that's a fifth year senior. Maddie Williams is a 5'11" forward, that's a fifth year senior as well. Now, Rory Harmon and Aaliyah Moore from Texas. Rory Harmon is a I want to go over all these players here just to give perspective on what position they play and how tall they are. Now, Aaliyah Moore is a 6'1" forward. That's a sophomore. While Rory Harmon is a 5'6" guard. That's a sophomore. So they're both sophomores. Now, honorable mentions is Jamie Asbury, who is a 5'5" guard. That is a senior this year. And she was at Oklahoma State prior to Baylor last year, so keep that in mind. Dre Edwards, I'm surprised she was not even on that list. She's a 6-foot forward. That's a senior from Kentucky. And keep in mind, she was the one who hit the game-winning shot against South Carolina in their second and last loss of the year last year on a three-pointer. Now, Zakiya Franklin from Kansas and Tatiana Jackson from Kansas. Tatiana is a 6'6" center. That's a senior. Well, Zakiya Franklin is a 5'8" guard. That is a senior as well. Okay, so and Anna Lanusa from Oklahoma, and she has been injury prone the last few years. She really, really has been. She has torn her ACL at least twice, I believe. She's a 5'11" guard. That's a 6-year senior. So she has no more years of left of eligibility. She only played 10 games last year. Keep that in mind. And she didn't even. The only years she's played are the following, like 2017 to 2018, 2018 to 2019, 2019 to 2020, then 2021 to 2022. Just keep that in mind. But 2021, 2022, she tore her ACL out in 10th game of the year last year. So yeah, Shaylee Gonzalez from Texas, and that's a 5'10" guard. That's a grad student. She was or something like that. She was at BYU. So, or supposedly a grad student, but I don't know. They said sophomore year last year at Texas, so I mean at BYU, so I don't know. Taylor Jones from Texas, and Taylor Jones is a 6'4" forward. That's a junior, and she was at Oregon State last year. Though she missed some of last year due to injury with the shin, I believe. Sonia Morris from Texas, which Sonia Morris is a 5'10" guard that's a grad student who played 4 years at DePaul. So J.J. Cornerly from West Virginia and Madison Smith from West Virginia. J.J. Cornerly is a sometimes when you open so many tabs, sometimes it just J.J. Cornerly is a 5'8" guard, while Madison Smith is a 5'5" guard. That's a fifth-year senior. So, it's definitely something to note that there's no Oklahoma State players on here, nor Texas Tech. I'm not shocked by that, given how many good players are in the league. And no TCU as well. That's another thing to note. 0 from TCU from those 3 programs right there. So, I just want to break this down as well as give like what position they play, how tall they are. So, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. It's going to be 400 subscribers and more by the end of this year.